I will start with a bit of an overview where we are in India. We really started investing in terms of presence and promoting our advanced construction solutions a few years ago. Well, I can say January 2015, where we've seen the Indian market becoming ready or looking at how they can do a better job, how they can improve their workflow, the way they operate and create and do their job sites. And so with Rajan, we've been effectively studying, and some of our partners are showing and visiting larger customers and contractors or field operation people to explain what our systems are doing and how that can help them doing a better job, being more efficient in the machine utilization, how they can really enhance their operator skills for them to do more productivity per day, avoiding errors, and now making globally the job site more efficient. And we have done that through real one-on-one demonstration, working hand-to-hand with contractors to make sure they really understand what their technology is, how to apply and implement that technology, and changing a bit of processes, the way they do design, how they have to do better survey tasks or reference points, and to make the site efficient. Because the first thing is not only to do the job, but it's avoiding errors. No errors mean no rework. First, improvement and easy win for the contractor. But then step two has to be and show them how our system, as soon as they are installed on a machine, are massively increasing the machine productivity. And we really could see contractors in a few days doubling the productivity on a motor grader, doing fine grading and more than double sometimes. So that has been without a long training, without a long education, without many changes in the process, has been efficient immediately. And that's how it started, with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and more contractors, of course supported by our distribution partner like Pan India here, because that's not a one-man show, because you need installers, you need application engineers, you need people to train and support and keep educating the customers and making successful wins. So it's not I install and I go away. It's really a partnership and a close cooperation with contractors. It's not a relation from a supplier to a customer. Right. It's really a teamwork to make it happen and be successful. Right. And that's how we measure our success, is when they start after one system, buying the second one and third one and sharing with us their productivity enhancements. In terms of challenges, in India has been more or less the same challenges we faced across the world, because people don't know that technology and they see, wow, that's expensive. Will I be able to use it and handle it and make it work on job site? Because if I spend that money and if I can't make it work and my team are reluctant to use it, I'm wasting a lot of money and I can't afford that. So that's the first question, say, what does it mean for us? Implementation, people training, people capacity to use it. And when we overcome that, and through very simple, easy demonstration, they say, well, okay, it's not that complicated. Even my operators can use it. Even my foreman, site managers understand and can make it work. So that's the first fear. Say, will we be able to use it and implement it? And that goes through that strong, closing, working relationship. When we have that works, and the success is there. So that's the first fear. Capacity, managing technology and operators, and etc. And we are used to say it's a very complex system. But the complexity is the work of our engineers to develop an easy to use system. And if an operator can use a cell phone, we can use the system. That's as simple as that.
Our customers are, first of all, they have multiple different machines, right? When we talk about what Didier and Roshan are interested in, then you have, they have CASE, they have CAD, they have LNT, they have BEML, and so on. So the first order of customization is how to fit our equipment. We have two antennas that point to the sky, and then we have a dashboard that fits in the panel, and then we control the hydraulics. So all the hydraulic customization have to be done. Secondly, every customer for us is at a different level of evolution. So if you take somebody like an L&T, they are already big. They understand what technology can do. But if you take another medium-sized customer, even though they are savvy in technology, but not about this particular machine control kind of technology. So we need to educate them. We need to educate their staff. We need to educate the operators. So every one of these involves customization. Third customization is how do you calculate the ROI, right? Typically in Western countries they say labor is expensive. If I reduce labor, I make my money. In India, labor is, I wouldn't say it is cheap. It is getting more and more expensive, but it's still relatively cheaper compared to the Western world. So what is our ROI? So our ROI will be in terms of environmentally sustainable construction. Our ROI is in terms of using machines more efficiently. That means less number of machines doing more work with the same, with higher quality, I would say, right? So when you reduce the number of machines and the number of operators, you are saving cost in fuel, maintenance, operator costs, and so on. Third, a younger operator who doesn't have a lot of experience can literally jump several grades in a single day. After learning our technology, once you start operating the machine, the productivity, the quality is several orders higher, which means that you can use younger operators, less experienced operators to do the same job that a 20-year-old veteran used to do. You can mix and match operators. Once they understand the technology, they can operate a dozer, and the same guy can operate a grader. Typically, there are various gradations, right? So you can mix and match operators. You can, especially as Roshan mentioned earlier, in the time of pandemic, that came in very useful because a lot of the higher paid, more skilled operators went home. And so construction companies had to do with less skilled operators, but with our technology, they were able to more than make up. So when the guy came back, his job was taken by somebody else, literally, who was much junior to him. So those are the customizations that we continue to do. Obviously, on the software end, we have an army of people here in India. 10% of Trimble is in India. We have a tall, shiny building in Chennai that houses our office where it can accommodate up to 3,000 people. So we not only do customization for Indian customers, but also for other customers around the world.
Wonderful.
Fantastic opportunities. I've been surprised because the first time I came in India, many Western colleagues say, "Oh, Didier, don't waste too much of your time in India. I think technology adoption is zero." And I came here and I see how they work, and I say, guys, the market is fantastic. They have no technology, but they are listening, they are willing, they want to. I've seen very enthusiastic person and really very rich discussions. Say, how does it work? Effectively, can we implement it? What are the benefits? How I can be more efficient? What's the cost? Because that was a second obstacle. Say, hey, it's an expensive technology. What's the return on investment? And we have proven that the return on investment is in 4 to 6 months. The system is fully paid. And I say, okay, we have a quick return on investment. We double our productivity day one with the machine, with the same operator, the same machine. We put a system on, we double our productivity. Hard to believe for when you say that to a customer, you say, stop joking, it's not possible. But when I do it, say, easy to use, high productivity, fast return on investment. And as Rajan was saying, it's really a higher productivity, but a higher quality. They control 100% of the task. The operator has all information in account. He's not depending on a guy telling him you too high, too low, or the surveyors to come and put the stakes. He can work at the first minute. He start the machine, connect the system, he works autonomously. No people around him, so more safety. And no errors mean no rework. That means it's all double effect, safety, productivity, environment, efficiency. Operator is less tired at the end of the day because we can automate the machine, and that means he will have a really easier way to do the job. So good will be fantastic, an average operator will go to a good level quickly and fast. So it's all benefits. There is no drawback for the contractor. The simplicity is there. We are organized to really train them and committed for that, because it's a process changes, so that requires a lot of work together and good discussions. Say, how can we do better? We have this application. Do you have an idea as how we can solve it? We are solving problems, and that works. And the digitalization you're talking about is a critical, because I do remember a story that I was sharing with my colleagues earlier, a few years ago in Australia, where they have a very high adoption of technology, most machine, and we had a very good contractor working 100% with us. Say, all my fleet of machine is equipped today, and I increased my productivity 30% or more on my job site. You say, what is the solution to go to another 30% increase in terms of efficiency and productivity? And after good brainstorming with him, we understood that it's now time to improve the entire processes, from people, from machine, from planning, from compaction, for design preparation, survey tasks. And if you go through each and every operation in a company and you improve all the operation and how people are connected and the system are connected, then you again go to the next level. And without the digitalization, that will not happen. And it's really improving all the processes. And for that, we develop easy to use software to do better 3D design, to make survey more efficient. Today we have easy survey tools which can be used by a foreman to do grade checking. Say a machine has no equipment, say, hey, you good, go, keep going. So we improve everything. And of course, you don't need now with connectivity 3G, 4G or 5G. You can send data directly from the office to the machine. You don't need to travel. A change in a design, no problem. Remotely you change it 2 minutes after, is in a cab, operator is automatic download and can work in a new design. So no errors again.
Yeah.
Quick, fast improvement.
You get in the dashboards all the time.
Absolutely. Effectively, when you have data, you have information. And this information is to do some analytics with. And that's, of course, that analytics. I had a contractor say, wow, our motor grader, we had a fantastic example. A customer was with his motor grader doing 25,000 cubic meters per month as an average. The first month he put a 3D system on his machine with the same operator, same type of job site and project. It went up to 60,000 cubic meters per month first month. So what he discovered that he said, it didn't happen without rethinking how he will get more materials, more gravels, etc. to spread every day, because otherwise the operator is doing it in what he was doing before in 8 hours, he's doing it now in 4 hours. But it means more material, that means more trucks or a quarry which is sized to provide more stuff to double that productivity on site. So that with the data we are supplying, they can effectively see what's working, what's not working, and how to change things and how to rethink the process.
Well, yes, I mean, our solution costs money, but the savings, as Didier mentioned, the ROI is of the order of months, right? And by the way, all the data stays with the contractor.
It's a behind the firewall application.
What's that?
It's a behind the firewall application.
I mean, we can, everything stays in the cloud, and the contractor has the privileged access to it if he wants to. We don't manipulate the data on his behalf. He's supposed to do that. What we do provide is using sensors, where, for example, if you're doing compaction, we have, by looking at the display, you can have red areas, yellow areas, green areas. Red means undone and not done. Yellow means it's in the process, and green means it fits the compaction parameters, right? So that data is recorded by our sensors, but it's, as Didier said, using 3G, 4G, 5G, that gets transmitted to the contractor in real time. So you can say machine number X at this job site has worked for 8 hours, and he has created the right compaction level over an area of, let's say, 10 square kilometers or 5 square kilometers or whatever. So this is data that he can infer. We provide the raw data, but then all that data is private to the contractors at this point. And as Didier was talking about the positive note in which he observes the operators in India, it's also very important that we have a minister like Gadkari, who is very positive. Every day he's increasing the number of kilometers. Today I read it is 50 kilometers. And through the effort of people like BIEC in Pan India and Roshan and his team, where they've gone and talked to each one of the contractors at site, project coordinators, saying this technology can really help you. See, because these project guys are very, they think that I've been doing this for 30 years. You, Roshan, without a lot of gray hair, is going to come and tell me how I need to change? No, I'm not going to do it. So Roshan goes there and with his team of young professionals, really hardy professionals, they've been at heights of 18 to 20,000 feet in the border areas doing this, right? So they go there and show them the technology, put it on a machine, the operator operates it. Next thing you know, the contractor is now a believer. He says, don't remove it from a machine. How can I get more of it, right? So that is the kind of work they've done to the point, and of course combine that with somebody like Nitin Gadkari, who is always driving. Nitin is talking about, Gadkari is talking about 3D machine control as a very essential component. So if we want to do 50 kilometers of world-class highway, not 50 kilometers of
just
tar and white paint, no, we are not talking that. We are talking world-class highways. This technology is absolutely imperative. We call it 3D machine control application. I don't know what is the Trimble brand. I mean, we have a product name for it, but let's say the generic name is 3D machine control.
3D machine control technology. I mean, that's the technology.
Right.
Okay. And then we have our platform, that's Orthox platform and GCS platform. This hardware and software tool that we implement on the machine, okay, on the ground, that typically is improving the efficiency of the machine and the productivity of the machine. Okay, but we need to understand, I mean, what is happening. Sitting in the office to have a kind of management decision. Okay, so we have those tools that can bring the data in real time. Okay, and we can have that efficiency. Like it's connecting office to field and doing the analytics.
Initially the response is very poor, and when we bring that machine control system to the customer, they say, why we want to invest that much of money? Okay, because contractor is always care about money. Then we have proven the system on their machine, and when they run the machine with our machine control system, so they got a very good productivity, plus the reliability, plus safety of the their workers over there. Then they have reduced the manpower. So after a week, after 10 days, the same contractor comes to us, we want to buy the machine. So by using this machine, by using this technology, they have reduced the manpower, they have increased the productivity, and obviously efficiency and the quality of the readings. So this is a very recent examples what we are facing. So those contractors which are very hesitant to buy the technology, now they are coming to us and buying the technology. And we have most of the customers who are buying repeatedly.
So, well, first of all, we in the construction division, which is more around a machine, we have the vertical construction, and we have a complete division for that, extremely present in mainly around software and advanced solution and that. And we have our horizontal construction, which is civil engineering. So we have a lot of application, of course, on earth moving machine, like dozer, grader, excavator, but we also have how we can improve the paving solution or milling in terms of maintenance or refurbishing existing roads or airports or etc. But we have a huge activity in marine construction as well, when we equipping cranes for block positioning or excavator for waterways or harbors or dredging activities too. So there's already a lot to do on that. We keep investing in developing software to help contractors to be even more efficient, managing a very easy data flow. The data flow is the critical thing. If you are using the same data from A to Z, you will remove a lot of errors. You will really improve a lot of things. You were mentioning safety. The fact that the operators has the information, that means there's less people around the machine. It can work in a safer environment. It's no risk of a pedestrian. We are also developing and investing more and more on safety solution that we can connect to our platform. Today we move from system to platform, and we are connecting a lot of solutions, augmented reality, scale or waving information, safety solutions, people detection. All these type of things will make the site more efficient, people safer, and we are democratizing our solution. We want every workers on the field to have information about the positioning, about the data, about the site efficiency, how they can keep improving everything. So that's our aim. And we, of course, we were mentioning construction globally. We want to connect the vertical and horizontal world for smart cities, That means that the software, the companies who are doing both horizontal or building and civil job can really connect with in terms of software, just to make sure that they will do a better job when they will be doing the road and the streets and the building, that everything tied together.